What's going on, people? So today we're going to talk about mistakes. It's so easy that when people make a mistake, it's very people just like be given the learn from it then. And you know what? Sometimes when you make a mistake, you might have learned from it, but there's an important fact that we need to start understanding about mistakes. It does not mean that you won't make that mistake again. I'm going to say this again. Doesn't mean you won't make the mistake. Let me tell you something. Every situation is different. So you might have the same situation, but it just happens in a different way. Or the way you read it, it is a different thing. And it's very easy to give off the whole, I'm just frustrated because you just did. Why did you do that again? Listen, we're all human. And it's important that we understand that while you may not make the mistakes that someone else is making, be sure to know that you're still making mistakes in some way or form, because nobody's perfect. We're all imperfect beings, and that's it. And we need to remember that, because I think it's too easy. It's real easy to turn and say, you made a mistake. We all make it. And if you're sitting here thinking, oh, you know what, but I don't make as much mistakes, then you're too busy keeping score. So guess what? You see, if you're keeping score, you're not present. You're not present in the relationship. You're not present in your friendships. You're not present in your work. You can't be, because your focus is on something different. And it's important that we really unpick these things. It's important that we really learn about these things. You know, it's all right. And guess what? We might go for a period of time. So we might go through like 5 months, 6 months, a year. Where guess what? We're on a roll. And you might not make a mistake. Know that day's going to come. Know that same compassion that you didn't give is what you're going to want. So it's important that when someone's made a mistake, just take the second in all your pain, the hurt, the shame that you might feel. Just think about it and just go, although I feel this way, where can I show compassion? You see, when you turn things upside down, it looks different. So it's important that, you know, one of the things I like to do is I like to prod things. I like to give, you know, a food for thought. I like to thought provoke. Why? Because that's when you learn. Don't take anything at face value. And when I stopped doing that, when I stopped saying, okay, I read this, okay, cool, that's it, I'm running with it. I heard this, okay, cool, dive into it. If there's anything you ever hear me say and it resonates with you, dive into it, plug in and broaden your knowledge on it. If I speak about a book and you ain't ever read it, but it sounds like that hits a spot, guess what? Buy the book, buy the audio, plug into it. If I ever talk about anything and it's come from a YouTube thing, or I might mention somebody, guess what? Plug into them. It's important, because you know this word mistake, we throw it around a lot. And with that, there's certain behaviors that we're not aware of, but we're aware of the behaviors from the person that's created the mistake, but then we're not aware of our own behaviors. In fact, we almost condone our own behaviors because you're saying, well, it's because you made the mistake. It's important, people. Really, you want to build your relationships up, you want to build your interactions up, think about it. That's all I'm saying. It's important. These are the way, you know, these are how things grow in the right way. And often this is the thing. So we want things to grow, but we don't necessarily know how to grow it in the right way. So, you know, this is just insight and giving you clarity as always. So it's just something I want you to think about. All right. It's been good. I'll be back again.